That's right. All right. Everybody, again, thank you for being here today. We have some breakfast treats that are just coming off that are not part of the competition.
What?
That are going to, yeah, I know, right, Allie? You did all that for nothing? So as soon as Ken is done with his presentation, come on up. We got some bowls and some spoons here, and try our. We've got two different things that we made. We made. Let me grab this here. These are both out of the Scouts Dutch Oven cookbook that they sell in the Scout Shop. So we've made Ray's world famous Dutch Oven breakfast casserole, and we've made blue cinnamon blueberry crumble. And then we have another one coming up that is a French toast with cream cheese. So, Mr. Yocum, take it away.
I don't even make that at home.
But yeah, thanks for the invite. My name's Ken Yocum, and you know, a few years ago, came up with a grab and hold system, and people call me an inventor, but I'm not. I just listen to people in trade shows. An innovator.
Yes.
So the thing of it is this whole thing is grown. But if you're in a Scout shop, don't forget that this is where it all started. I don't know what happened to my third leg there, but just take a shot. You don't need these. Rubber feet are for like sand or for mica countertops or whatever. But one thing on the video that you might have seen, that there's numbers on here that they didn't show in the video. You store it by 1, 2, 3. I found out really quick that everybody really likes the idea of portability. So that's why I tried to make it all store in the 12-inch. Now, all of my tools don't fit in there at once, but they can all fit in there separately. But all of them fit in my Dutch oven carry bag. Scout shops do not sell, but you can't get them. But this folds up 1, 2, 3. You can fit this on any size Dutch oven, but 12 inch is the most standard size, so that's why there's no adjustment necessary. Just open the legs all the way. If you have a 10-inch, 8-inch, just put the legs in. 12, 14, 16, it just stays there. Just, you know, this is where it all started. It's true, in 300 years, nobody's had a lid holder that holds your lid out of the dirt. And you're probably not backpacking with a Dutch oven, so we can actually put this on top of a tabletop as heat rises. Well, charcoal gets really hot. It's going to be hot. It should not burn your table, but it can burn a tabletop. So this is the core product. This is the patented design. I should have stopped there. No. So now we take this. Now for stirring and serving, charcoal that we were cooking with is still heating, you know, just to keep it warm. Why get rid of the charcoal stirring and serving? And I think, yeah, like that demonstration right there. It's showing it. So in a store, if you're kind of displaying it like this, I'd grab a spoon or something just to indicate to your customers that it's for stirring and serving. I've actually, at my trade shows, I paint charcoal white. I take a can of spray paint, paint it white, and I put them on there for display, indicating kind of the same thing there, that you got a hot surface rather than getting rid of the charcoal. So that's just a way to demonstrate. I should have quit there. So I demonstrate, I tell people this, that this is dinner. Well, I made the second tool. My mistake, I didn't put arrows here. A lot of people don't know these little handles pull out. I did this for storage, so it'll store in the 12-inch. Simple, but you can't squeeze it like that. You have to open it to squeeze it like that. What is it for? Well, if this was on the ground, this is a direct heat source for your Dutch oven, and then it's telling all the kids, leave no trace. So it's a mess containment, and you can't put this on a picnic table. This will be on the ground, and then you handle it accordingly. But the reason why this little Pac-Man design was invented was not for that, but tomorrow morning we're going to flip this over. We're going to turn that into what? Griddle. Frying pan, right? So now what we've got here, we're making eggs pancakes. Pretty cool. Now, one thing I forget to tell people that's pretty bad looking when that's not straight. Just move these legs one way or the other, and they'll straighten that shaft right up where that's.
Hello.
This idea, again, not my idea. Somebody come up to me and said, "Why don't you make me a grill?" So then I made this grill, but I wanted it to be multi-purpose, not just this little design right there. This fits in the bottom of a 12-inch. There's water there. Now you got a steamer for your vegetables. So you've got an expensive trivet you can sit on the ground. Now take this, bring it on the table, back to dinner again. You can do that, and now you're back, up off the ground. So use this on the ground also, so you don't soil your grass or your dirt. Use that as a trim. That's only if you own that 3 meter. And then to make that real practical, now you make that bacon, eggs, pancakes, steaks, hamburgers, hot dogs. Punchline to this guy is if you take your Dutch oven, flip it over the top, throw some wood chips inside of you on top of your charcoal. Now you got it. It really is like one of the best portable smokers ever. So you put that on the tailgate of your truck or right back on the table because heat rises. Okay. So this little guy, I only did this because I could. It's no better than any tool that's out there right now. I made this come apart though for storage. It fits inside the 12-inch. I nicknamed this the kickstand. The reason for it is I could walk around and put this in the dirt like all these other lid lifters that are out there. It works exactly the same, but if you want to cool your lid off and keep it out of the dirt, and that's what we do, we name that the kickstand. So simple, inexpensive. And you know, all this stuff, it's just kind of evolved. And so I get involved in, I got these tools for Dutch ovens. But do I have Dutch ovens? No. So what I got involved in is now I have my own line of cast iron. The stores do not have that. But I do have my own line of cast iron. Someday, hopefully, I'll be in line with your stores. But I'm just sharing that with you because it's been such a passion of mine to make this successful. And that's why it's kind of going the way it has. So with that thought in mind, I got this thought, why would anybody, sorry to say, want to pack a big charcoal chimney in their camping box when Maid can have a one-piece portable charcoal chimney that will store inside your Dutch oven. It comes with a really great carry bag, and this is in the Scout stores. So, you know, you guys carry at the Scout stores like 5 SKUs. I have like 30 SKUs in 4 years. So it's just so passionate about making this work and be successful. It's just a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun. So if you ever wanted to go get an idea and you wanted to get it patented, you have to invest a lot of money just to test something to see if it'll work. And that's the scary part. But it will not work unless you're really passionate about it. That's why these kids, look how old I am. I'm this old and I get passionate about something. Just think about it. If you're young and have a thought, believe in it. And look for us in the future because I've got right now, it's a month to 2 months out. I don't think the Scout Shop will have it only because it's too new. But I've got coconut charcoal coming. This coconut charcoal burns hotter, burns longer, and when it ashes out, it turns into fertilizer. So I'm really excited to share that with you. But then how do you start that charcoal? So I've got fuel cubes coming for the charcoal. I've got charcoal that's going to go in this chip. I made the biggest mistake ever, and it's not a mistake, it's just that everything's growing so fast that I never thought about it at the time. I made this design, did a Kickstarter campaign for it. This guy right here, I put a little slot on the side for as a stove to start the charcoal. But the stove was sort of retail for like $45, and I thought maybe more people would want to put maybe newspaper on it. I was going to a Leave No Trace invite for the Boy Scouts in Salt Lake City. As I'm driving to that event, I'm going, oh, why didn't I put another slot here? Because if I put another slot here, then I can put it in a tray, and then it would be Leave No Trace. But I'm telling you all out here right now that I can't advertise this on the Scout Shop online or whatever. But if you bought one of these at the Scout Shop, you cut that out, that little notch with a pair of tin snips, it doesn't hurt the integrity of this at all, and now you got a Leave No Trace whole system. Charcoal in there, charcoal goes right into that tray. And sorry, for the next generation. Yeah, so it's growing pains really fast. So I'm just excited you guys would invite me in. Let me show you. Just want to let you guys know that, hey, nobody's thought of this in 300 years, right? Nothing like it in the whole planet. And it just happened. It's a 4-year project. To be in your store, I'm so proud because the day I did it, the very first day, I knew it was a Boy Scout. And so I deal with council a little bit, but then you're going to stick up and try to get to here. So please, if you can, support this store. Oh, the Originally, again, this is just backing up. Originally, this had screw-on legs. Originally, it fit a 12-inch Dutch oven. It just really didn't take long to realize no one's going to buy 5 of these things for all the size Dutch oven. So we try to make it fit. Nobody's going to unscrew the legs to deal with that, so I have to make it. It used to sit taller, didn't fit in a 12-inch. When I showed it to the buyer of Sportsman's Warehouse, we both agreed, wouldn't it be nice if it's stored in a 12-inch? That way it has a place to store. Well, it took like 40 more prototypes to make all those little measurements work, because it might work in a 12, it wouldn't work in a 16. So it's just, if you're not passionate, if you're not excited, if you don't believe in something, nobody's going to come. Nobody would be here today, flying across the country, who wasn't excited and passionate about my stuff. So thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Can we get the young ones to line up first, and we'll have some treats for you guys.